Hi everybody, good morning. I was checking my video and I thought I'd do whatever the video I didn't do before. I'm trying to see the video in the SOC level 1. I'm looking for the one I didn't do video for them. And today I thought make quick one, the summit room. The summit room is can you chase a simulated adversary up the pyramid of pain until they finally back down? Of course, they give us a scenario after participating in 1, 2 minions in the response activity. PicoSecure has decided to conduct a threat simulation and detection engineering engagement to boost its malware detection capability. Of course, you have a sign, they tell you, okay, let's start the room because I don't want guys to get bored by reading. Um, so this is the I'll try. I'm thinking to do all of them. The one I didn't do. I think I did this. Did this. I did this. I didn't do this. I think I have some Zik Brim. I did it. This is one of the old rooms. Yeah. So first of all, they give us this. So it seemed there's some kind. We can't jump the email. Oh, we can't jump. But before we do, what's this? Hi, I've got burning question that's been keeping me up at night. With maybe not real, but it definitely bugged me. So here's the deal. My jello keep disappearing from the office. No hard feeling. Okay, that's not for us. We have three tunnels that the magical creator societies and very most enhancing project here. The grand opening of the world first official unicorn petty zoo. Okay, what's this one? Not a scam. TryHackMe get rich quick. Don't miss out this chance. So this is some sort of spam emails. And then we have these emails. Hi, thanks, and we'll be working with you in conducting threat simulation and detection engineering test. I will attempt to execute malware sample on simulated compromised user account to see if PicoSecure security tools can detect. So basically what we do in some we are like SOC analysts, we need to do some detection system to block this test. This is scenario. So they give us some kind of sample, they give us this sample we're supposed to scan in the sandbox. If we go there, we have let's open them. We have a malware sandbox, we have managed hashes, we have firewall, we have DNS, and we have that. So we have all of this. So this one is okay. We have a sample, we have hash, so you can select hash, submit a hash, hash block list. We can create firewall rules. We can do DNS. We have a block domain or something. For example, deny, allow, deny. We can change this. This is just simulation, and of course we have a simulation. So the first thing we can do is they give us the sample, and they said this sample one. Let's start first analyzing the sample and see what we have, and see what we can do with it. Remember this one pyramid of scheme. So they starting us from small one. Scan with malware toolbox, review, generate report. Maybe a unique way for you to distinguish this file and add detection to block it. Remember, we're starting from the bottom without complications. That simple way to block stuff. Then we can go for more fancy advanced blocking system. That's why it's a unique way. So if we look here, we can the MD5 with SHA as usual. For example, they tell us it's Trojan, it's Metasploit. So it been detected is a Metasploit. We have the process ID, machine, that what the info, read the computer, check. Of course, here what exactly you can do with this. The first thing, because it's simply, you can just say block it. You can block it MD5. We can block with SHA. You can say this collusion MD5 or something. Go straight with the one that more unique. If we submit there. Okay, we said we got an email, so it means our detection worked fine. The hash. So let's be done with this. Let's move that there. Then we get our flag, and they said, hi again, good work. That detection you had blocked my malware from executing, of course, because now we have the hash. Since the 5 hash is and digest are unique to each file, they are by far the highest confidence. The issue, of course, of hash is changing any single bit or something, it will change the hash, and that's why I say, however, by design, that is also one of the second downfall, because changing a bit, since they are susceptible to change. In fact, all I did this time was to recompile the malware and generate a new file hash. So they give us the hash 2. So if we go to, we find it here. If we go so basically now we can't do the hash again, because the guy, you can change just simple line in the code, and then of course now it means adding the hash, the threat actor will just recompile the software, just add a comment in file, the whole hash will change. Now of course now the new things, now there is no really you can say maybe detect the name as sample proxy in YARA, but this room is not going that direction. Here it give you this is Microsoft normal connection, so our interest is this IP, and they said to you the port, you can see it's meta, usually suspicious for metasploit, so we have two and connecting to this. So one thing you can say, how about blocking an IP address of the system, because remember we have a firewall, we have a DNS, it's not a domain, so we're not using a DNS, Sigma for more later on, but I think for simpler things, because you just it's like a simulation, basic to medium, go to advanced, we can just add I'm not looking for incoming connection, I'm looking for outgoing connection with the source IP, so it's local, you don't know which computer is installed, so you can just say any destination IP, you can say that one. Action, of course, deny. If you add the rule, it should work. And then we got that. So and then we got the flag for number 2, and then it seemed like you stopped me again. You must have found an IP address. That's what we did. This method isn't bulletproof, but there is a trivial and motivation adversary to get around using new public IP address. You just sign up for cloud service provider. So basically now it tells us I have a range of IP address, so wherever you block any IP, I will create another one. So if we go now to number 3 and try to do that, sorry, so if they go to that one, now the same thing, we have a hash, we're not using the hash because now the adversary is using more advanced technique to block us. Now you can see you have the IP now 9, but of course if we block the IP, he will use another domain. So this is Microsoft, but the domain is using is this one. So the first thing we can, okay, if we block the domain, it can't change the whatever IP change is related to the domain, because it's DNS. This IP is related to this domain, so if we block this IP, they can just generate another IP of the same domain, and then because the malware is connecting to the domain, is not connecting to to the IP itself. So because the hacker can change the IP, we can just think about blocking not a firewall rule. We download the firewall rule. How about now DNS? If we create DNS rule, we can say name rule. We can just set block domain, for example. So category, you can say it's malware and it's not a bootnet. It's not phishing. Let's leave it in malware. Domain is what we have here, so just deny it. So if we do that straightforward, we got the message. And then great again, it looked like you were able to block my domain this time, because every new IP address I try gets detected. So you can see changing IP, because IP are related to the domain. We are causing me a bit of trouble now, because I have to purchase and register some new domain name and modifying DNS. As I said, IP is related to the domain. Some attack might get mildly annoying by this and find a new target, but I'm motivated and continue like mini. This time blocking the hash, IP and domain does work. So they consider what artifact or change my malware leaves. So now we need to check what the malware is doing. So now if we go to sample 4 and ask yourself what the malware is doing. So now the idea now they tell us we need to find a new way. We're not concentrating about the hashes. We're not doing IPs. We're not targeting domains. So now we need to see what exactly the operation read. Usually it's not really from these three. You can see it's the one that come very interesting is disabling real-time monitoring in a firewall in Windows Defender. Here is just reading current version and then right enable balloon tips. I'm not sure is what Tensure is about this Windows current version Explorer advanced enabling balloon tip. I don't know what this key is doing. What exactly that key do? I'm not sure if this key is enable balloon tips. Right, it's a value 1, so this reads. So the reading, I'm not sure it can give us high detection. But disabling the real-time monitoring for Defender is very this is the one that we should really count on it. So this is DNS rule, we already did that. So now we go into YARA because if you're aware, we have a system event log, we have a web VPN application. So from this, the way it means we concentrate on the system event log. We don't really have prosecution, file escalation, modification, network. We can see we have a registry here, a registry key. We can say the one that we have now, registry name. What was the name? The value right to input value 1, so I can just say that, and you can say 1. What this is not a reconnaissance, persistence, verification, defense evasion. I can say it's defense evasion if I'm not mistaken. It should be because disabling the firewall. Let's try it. Okay, we got it. So this is a Sigma rule, basically detect, select. I'm not sure, to be honest. YARA usually it is EDR for these things. I'm not sure the concentrating YARA to detect these things is the correct approach, especially for next two tasks. Okay, what's this? They give us now, we got a flag for that. I'm not sure what you managed to do this time. You are seriously throwing a wrench into my US sample. I spent ages trying to reconfigure my attack tools. Okay. Having my team develop a new technique used in my adversary tool was time consuming effort. Okay. I finally have sample 5 for you to detect different approach this time. In this sample, all of the heavy lifting and instruction occur in my back-end server. So let's take this important info, so I can easily change the type of protocol I use and the artifact I leave on the host. You will have to find something unique and or abnormal about the behavior of my tool to detect. Attach the logs. Oh, they give us the logs here. Here's the first thing. If you look this log, first of all, look what is the, we have the 443. First of all, let's go to the sample before we jump. Of course, we're not using the hash, what's computer name, all that. Then we have all this connection. So we know the IP 5112 port 443. You can see is connecting. I think is using the host name keep alive. Okay, that's trick for things. So you have the IP. If you go to the log, because you can see, that's the destination 511 with port 443. So if we look at the first four, the first thing, no, this one is not part of the, this is not the IP, so this is 19. See 97, 97, 97, 97 byte. The next one is, you can see, if you look here, it's a 000 time, then 930, then you see the next one 930, then 10, so it's half an hour. Then the next one 1030, you can see this one, so there is a 30-minute difference. We can confirm all of them at the end. This one you can say 30, then 630, 630, 7, 730, 8, 830. So you have two things. You have the IP address, the connection to, we have the port, we have the same bytes is 97, but then you have a timing is 30-minute each. So what you can, of course we can stuck with YARA for this, because YARA is the key for this. When it's a, it, you can think it's a web server log, because they give us the, no, that's a network log, not a web server, but it's, we can't control because it told us this. So can you think about the YARA? I'm not sure what exactly that log say is going to. It's a post request, but remember I said here to, yeah, it's a post, but it's changing the request to get, and now most the port is 4493, so he has this is same. Yeah, you can argue that but also if you read the description that he said, what is that description? Different was this time in this sample, all the heavy lifting instruction occur in my backend server, so I can easily change types of protocol. So now I'm not sure if this room can allow us to, where is it, to for example block do one for get, and then states code was and said URL contain, because we have the URL here, let's say contain this, because it's the same domain as Baba 10 LA. I don't think the room will accept it. Let's try. Why not? Room it will refuse to accept this. Let's say. I know it's not the solution, but let's try. Get. Most of them are post. So can it accept post states root? Let's say 200 contain in the URL. Let's say, I'm not sure if you'll accept it. I know it's not the solution, but why not? You know, Erdur was not able to detect the sample. Because there is, you can't make two in this room. I was able, for example, to say make one in post and one in get, and then you can solve it. But the room is already is not going there, so it's going to sysmon event. It's not a registry. It's network connection. Remote IP. I don't think we need to block every remote IP. It's not changing the IP because I want to block the whole, but because it's malware, let's try that one. Remote port, we know it's 443 for now. Size, we know the size of the is 97, so 97. The frequency in second, we know it's a 30-minute, because we said it's 30-minute between them. 30 minutes in second multiplied by 60 is 1/800. 1800. I'm not sure if I go this what is this yeah, it's CCC, command and control center, this one, because it's communicating with it doesn't. The IP address, the idea here is in case you block the IP, because remember the is getting more creative here. So we can't block just IP. We don't block the domain first time when we do the domain. So here, in case it's changing the IP, yeah, I don't think we'll block our local network, because here is very strict 97.800. So the user inside the company will not really get blocked with this rule. So what? Remote port also, we don't want to, because he can't change the port. Remember, he said we can change the port and everything. So we make it more general. So we generalize it, so because our user usually will not have 97.1.800 at the same time, so we're not blocking the local user. So if I go now to, where is the mail? You managed to detect sample 5. I'm very impressed, but also very annoyed, because now I need to go back and draw board to create a brand new tool. Okay, I can keep this up 1 or 2 times, but there is no way I can continue after this. The reward no longer outweigh the cost, and I will instead find easier target with detection capability much lower at the pyramid. For my last trick, I have sample 6. This time you will need more than artifact or tool to detect to help you. You will need to focus on something extremely hard to me. Change subconsciously my technique and procedure. They give us now, they said, the command. Let's try first to get what we know about sample 6. Okay, simple CCPXC Windows. We can't, of course, now we can't count in that. We can't count in the IP, because IP can change. We can't count in DNS or domain. We're not using that. You can see is the process. You can use YARA here and say uh, if the process command, and then we see and then we have the file, we have the process, and we have the file name. It's a type test, so a file was created called xfilter8.log. Now, if you look to the command are not really one of the dangerous one, because a normal user can use them. So if we say net local group administrator, that's a normal admin user will use that. System info, this one a normal. So it's not like that strange netstat. It's a normal command, can be also legitimate. So we can't detect in the command. We can just say if the process is command in Windows, and the command is directly C, so it's detected, because a normal user can use this. This is all normal users, so it's not like but the strange part is, of course, when someone uses a temp directory is what get flag. So creating a file in the temp, it's more the flag. So for here we are not going to detect the commands, we're more concentrating on the file itself, because this is more legitimate. If you block the command or detect the command, so basically a normal user or administrator also get detected. And remember what he said to us here in his story. He said, for my last task this time, you will need more than artifact or tool detection to help you. You will need to focus on something extremely hard for me to change subconsciously my technique and procedure. So basically it's like, oh, I create a file with this name in the temp. So here we're looking for this, basically all this file. Now, of course, we can come to YARA. This is not a web service, not a VPN, it's not an application. We're still in the sysmon log. It's not a process. It is a process creation, you can say, because that's the process. No, I didn't thought about it before. Let's try if there's an option. Command line contain. You see, we can't use this one, because the way this YARA they give us, it doesn't give you we can use a cmd, if you can say cmd.exe and you say contain, but the problem here, you can block other user, because you can say it's not like there's a metasploit command only you can use like system info. You don't just detect someone wrote system info, so we need to concentrate on the file itself. So this will not really work, because we don't have a dangerous command to lock there. So we go with the file creation, file path, then we have the file name. So the file path is the directory, the tempera, then the file name we know it is. Now what is 8080? It's not reconnaissance, it's not persistent, it's not privilege, it's not discovery. You can say between these two is a collection and exfiltration. I'm not sure. Exfiltration is when you send out. Collection TA009 is collecting data, which mm, TA009. Collection consists of technique adversary may use to gather information of the source information collected from data relevant following through the adversary objective frequently. Common collection method. Look, I'm not sure. For me, I don't think it's exfiltration. It's more like a collection. I'm not sure. Let's see. We it accepted. Okay. We didn't complain about it, so. And we got. I'm giving up. Well, that's it. I will have officially give up throughout the engagement. You managed to chase me to the very top of the pyramid of pain, and I have to say it's not fun up here. You detect my sample, the hash, IP, domain, artifact, tools, and our own behavioral technique. To continue, I have no choice but to completely retrain myself and conduct extensive research to figure out how you are catching me, and with that, I don't think you'll ever see me again. Enjoy your final flag, you earn it. So we had the final flag, and that's it, guys. I think, yeah, let's I think it's I see. I'm not sure if you guys agree about this, but yeah, thank you very much, guys. I'll try to trying to do all the videos now when I have time. Thank you very much, and have a good day.